What's up, guys? It's Josh with Crash Course with Crash Canary. That's me. Going to show you today how to put an ice maker in a top freezer midea. The top freezers are the IM 1800 model number, and the bottom freezers are the IM 1900. So keep that in mind. Make sure you got the right one. All right. One of the first things you want to start with, simple. Pull the shelf out, and there's this little tab here. You're going to take this tab off. You usually need a knife, which I have prepared. Very horribly. You don't want to scratch the piss out of someone's fridge. I'm gonna lie, it was a fight, but as always, I won. Second thing is this little fella right here. It can be a pain to get out as well. You need to pinch that tab in there and that one in at the same time and pull out. Once that's complete, you'll see that your wiring harness is right back in there. Next, you take the two white screws, because they're going to be the ones being shown to a point, but you take the two white screws from your pile here, and if you look very closely, there's a little notch hole, and there's one back here as well, and that's where those go, and you put them in maybe half the way for now. All right, so that should be about as far as you need them out for now, and then we're going to skip to the backside of the ice maker. All right, now as far as the backside of your refrigerator, the wiring harness for your water solenoid is right here. You just want to take this sucker out, take this little cap off, and we'll come back to it. Next step, you take your water solenoid here, and you take two screws, the bigger of the silver ones here, and it is going to go back here. These two screws are going to hold that water solenoid in. They'll match up with those pilot holes already pre-drilled on the back of the refrigerator. Plug it in before you put your screws in. Just a lot more helpful and a little easier to do. Also, a tip makes it a little simpler to also hook your water line up. And this is like a shark bite type fitting. So all you have to do is take your line and make sure you get it sucker in there as far as it'll go without pulling it out. And in the future, if you ever had to undo that little collar right there, you push in while pulling out. That's how those work. So secure that. Once your solenoid is attached, the water line that you previously hooked up, you'll want to run it through how I did, so it sits in between the slot right here. Next step. All right, at the top of the fridge, same thing on the inside as on the outside. You'll need to yeah, better than that, but we'll get a hole in that. There's also a styrofoam core in there that you'll need to push all the way through and take out on the inside of the refrigerator. Oh, all right, they send two separate sizes for this model here. It's the small one. Take this here, all the way through. Once you got your styrofoam piece out of there, set her there, place your two screws in there. But before you do that, actually, you take this here, you're going to push that all the way in there, and you're going to push this pinch clamp up above here. Okay, hope you guys had as much fun with your clamp as I did mine. So, through there, mount your screws in there. Nice, pretty. Mount it. So, the back side, till you get it to the home, finished. Alright guys, last step. Your wiring harness here, of course, is going to go where we originally took that cap off under here. It'll only go one way, so pay attention which ways those ports are. You got your two screws mounted over here, and right here will catch both of those screws. So we're going to mount that up top into the port first, because it's kind of hard to get to if you don't do it first. And then we mount these two suckers onto this railing like so, and then in the end we'll tighten them down. Okay, so I got that plugged in up top. I got those two on the screws that we mounted originally. Make sure they're sitting all the way down in those little slots that hold them. So you're gonna tighten those two down, 1 and 2, and then if you look under here, there's a metal tab, and you got one more screw left, and that's where that last screw is gonna go. Okay folks, that's it. Your water line, your ice maker, it's all hooked up. Tip, if you're at home, anytime you either install a new line, or if you, and then back on again, a bunch of gunk shoots through. So you always want to toss out the first 2-3 batches of ice. You be the judge. Anyways, hopefully that was helpful. Thanks guys, have a wonderful day. Helpful.